ready to see how Wall Street can possibly turn your retirement into a high stakes gamble? Let me show you why your supposedly safe 60-40 portfolio might be riskier than a game of chance. Consider that you retire with $1 million in your 401k. 60% goes into the stock side, 40% into bond funds. And then 2021 is very generous. Stocks are up 29%, and your 600,000 stock fund becomes 774,000. Now, unfortunately, bond funds were down a couple of percent in 2021, so you lose a few chips there. And because you're now retired, we do have to take out a little bit of income. But after 1 year of retirement, your $1 million, even after your income, has grown to over 1.16 million. You feel like you've got the big stack at the table, folks. But then what happens in 2022? Can your 60-40 portfolio keep you safe? Wall Street rolls snake eyes, folks. Stocks are down 20%. There goes $145,000, folks. And your bond fund, did it keep you safe like you were promised? No, the average bond fund went down by 15% in 2022. There goes another $60,000 out of your portfolio. Plus, we still need income. Where do I take it from when everything is down? It's got to come off the stock portfolio because it's a little healthier. This is where many people tell me, Charlie, I only pay Vanguard 5 basis points a year for my portfolio. If I work with you, I have to pay you as a professional much more. But let's take a look at that chip stack. You just lost $205,000 in that 5 basis point portfolio of yours. Plus you still had to pull your $50,000 of income. That's $255,000 gone in just 1 year. Does it still feel like that is a winning strategy? Here's the truth the big institutions don't want you to know. The 60-40 portfolio is dead, folks. By definition, true diversification means that your different pieces of your portfolio must move up and down at different times. But that is not the way bond funds and stock funds worked in the Y2K crisis. It repeated in 2008. It repeated in pandemic, and it repeated in 2022. They both went up and down at the same time. That's not diversification, folks. That's owning the same risk twice. You see, sometimes we have a short memory. Many of you out there felt like you were suffering in 2022 when the markets went down 20% and the average bond fund also went down 15%. But then you have a short memory, don't you? Because we got almost all of it back, at least on the stock side, in 2023 and then 2024. You forgot the pain and the sleepless nights you might have had back in 2022. But what if we have another 2 or 3 year cycle where we go down and then we stay down before we finally have recovery? So it's shaped more like an L and not a V. Then you'll be caught in a losing streak. You'll be selling more shares at lower prices, leaving fewer shares to recover from. You know, time and time again, in 2009, 10, 11, and 12, I met with families who had gone through just that. And by the time I met with them, their 401k had become 201ks. And in many cases, it was too late to get them back to the same lifestyle that they expected that they would have had when they first retired. But there is good news, folks. If you come to canonfg.com/recession, you can download our recession preparation guide. Now, we don't know when the next recession comes or when the next extended down market comes, but you can be ready for when it does come so it does not change what your retirement lifestyle was going to look like. See, you worked hard for 30, 35, 40 years to build that retirement. I tell my kids, you learn for 30, you earn for 30, and then the last 30, you should enjoy it all. Don't let the markets take that away from you, folks. After you read and use that recession guide, which is interactive, if you still feel like you need more help, come back to canonfg.com and request a Zoom meeting. See, it's really easy. That is a Zoom meeting that is all about you, folks. We take a look at your needs and your desires for your retirement. We take a look at where you are today, and then we see if there's a gap that needs to be filled in. And then if you decide that we are the right people to help you, we will build for you an in-depth, deep dive plan that will help you ensure that you, your spouse, and the rest of your family enjoy the retirement that you deserve. This is Charles Cannon, Certified Financial Planner. Remember, come to canonfg.com, use our tools. And number one thing on your retirement is, remember, income is the most important part of your retirement.